Howdy, folks, and welcome to episode 230. This could be big, but then it could also be small. Um, Tonight's going to be a short night. We had to have a delayed start tonight because we celebrated my older stepson's 40, 43rd, 40, 40 something's birthday. Shit, I don't know. So, but as y'all can see, we got the wag himself, Mr. Chris Long, and of
Well,
course, as always, Mr. Reese.
hello.
Let's see here. Charles came in with an evening, actually an evening, at 8:30, and says, "Darn, my typing sucks, and it's even worse with the tablet, but better than nothing. I got to go get some more coffee. Be right back." So I'm glad it's better than nothing, Charles, and grab that coffee and get back on here. Telemachus says, during a heated battle at the hobby store, one gamer lost so badly he slid off his chair and lay on the floor in despair. The others just shrugged and said, "That's what you get for trusting points instead of tactics." The fallen commander could only whimper in agreement. Absolutely correct. And then Jeffy is with us. Who the hell is that? It's sexy. Yes, yes, it is. It is the sexy wag, Chris Long. Um, and he has joined us this evening because of my big announcement, my release announcement. Um, I have started a Colts 3D page group
Store,
store.
whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll paste the heretofores and the whatnots here in just a second. But Chris has been gracious enough to allow me to take his wonderful files and put them up for sale. Um, just so it's something that he likes to do on the side. Spends hours a day doing it for the last forever apparently. And I said, hey, wouldn't it be great if we could get these out to the people? And he said, yeah, that'd be cool. And so we decided that um, I was going to promote them and he was going to design them. So that's why we brought him on here so he could talk about them, and I could talk about where you'd find them and show off some of the great designs that he has already done, and also show you how well they scale because we wanted to know how well they scaled. Hold on one second. I think I got to go check on a dog. I'll be right back, y'all. Cuss and discuss amongst yourselves.
So, while Chris is away, I'll explain a couple things. I've been I've been diagnosed with PTSD, and for the last going on 4 years, I've been off work. And to keep my mind busy and and stuff like that, I've been learning how to do 3D design and stuff. And so for the last 3 years, that's what I've been doing. And because I have PTSD, it means broken sleep patterns. So sometimes I'm up until all night, until 6:30 in the morning or something like that, and I design things while I'm up. And so I have buckets and buckets full of files everywhere. And so Chris asked if he could, put them up, share them around, and I said, yeah, sure. So that's where all the files are coming from. It's like basic, basically it's 2 years worth of files, but I've been learning for about 3 years, and I'm still learning. So Chris is going to be posting. I think he's already got the store up. That he created a store, so when he gets back, he'll pick that up and stuff like that. And anyway, I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff with friends all over the place just to keep myself busy. That's okay, Jeff. You know, you know how it is. You certainly tend to sometimes.
I'm glad to hear that it's the 3D modeling has been something that's somewhat helped you. Hopefully,
Yeah, well, for the last, well, more than 30 years now, since I left the military, uh, painting and miniature hobbying's been my go-to. And then, you know, I made the mistake of taking a security job, and I won't go into detail with that, but I had people trying to stab me and all kinds of other stuff, and I had less trouble in the military than I did with the people trying to stab me. So yeah, hi Hissy. So that's where Chris is getting the files from. I was just explaining that for the last 3 years I've been learning how to 3D design, and then in
Yeah.
the last 2 years I've made a whole bunch of models, and they're just sitting there. And now you're going to put them out there.
Yeah. So this here, I'm going to go ahead and blow
Go
myself
blow
up
up the
here.
screen. I was really surprised by these.
So here is the original file. This is a 6 millimeter, 1/300, 1/285, one
87th?
whatever. What?
Yeah.
Yes, somewhere in there. Anyway, M60. It looks really good at this scale. And I thought, well, you know what? How would it look at 3 millimeter? And I think I probably went more like 2 to 2.5 millimeter on this guy, but it's
There you go.
still really good, decent detail. And they said, well, how would it look in 10 millimeter? It blows up pretty good to 10 millimeter. Now, what I did do is I did go in and cut the base off in Tinkercad, but because it doesn't need the base. But I think 10 millimeter looks really good. And then I thought, well, how about 15? How's 15 look? And if 15 doesn't look half bad, I mean it looks. I mean for a game piece, I think it looks really good. And then Mr. Reese there, I want to do Vietnam and in 20 millimeter, 1/72 scale. I said, okay, well, let's see what it does. And boom. Again, for a game piece, I think it looks great, honestly. Now I did hollow it out because otherwise you could break a toe if you drop it on your foot. And then they also paint up real good. So, for instance, I've got this M51, Israeli M51 Sherman, Super Sherman. And literally all I did was spray paint it the sand color from the Krylon or Rust-Oleum camo series. Hit it with Agrax Earthshade, and then the 50 cal and the treads were done with a German gray. Boom, done. So, and then the Soviet or the Arabs, they were painted a light gray. I hit them with a skeleton horde contrast, and then the gray, the German gray for the treads and the machine guns. So they paint up quick. They look good. We are going to have. I've got 10 files up already. I'm going to go ahead and get that. Get the website link. There you go, boys. So I'm going to start. Like I said, I've got 10 up there now. 10 or 5 IDF, 10 Soviet/Arab, or 5 Soviet/Arab, and I'm going to be posting more and more as we go along. I'm also going to be putting ads up onto Facebook and what is that company? Instagram. That's it. Instagram, Reddit, etc. So if you know anybody that's looking for Cold War miniatures at actually at any of these scales, they just need to drop it into their slicer and change the appropriate, put it to the appropriate scale. What I will do is on each of the pages, I'll put what to scale them at, so people can go in and say, hey, I want to do 20 millimeter. Well, take the original file and scale it to X% to get the file right. So we'll do that. But then he also has been working on some spaceships. And what we've decided to do is make them basically to Armada scale, and actually have them use the Armada style posts. So
Do you have one of the pegs that I designed with the logo?
you mean like that?
There we go.
So and then he's also designing some Jay, I did miss the CNC Battle Factory, but hey, not all of us are as witty as you are, my brother.
He is kind of funny looking.
Yeah, well, you know how that goes. But we'll have Cold War stuff. We'll have some spaceship stuff. So I know it was right there. I'm aware of this. Hey, I think I can still go and change it if I wanted to. So
yeah. Oh, I think you can change it at any time.
As long as you haven't done too much promotional work, I think you're.
Which I've done none. So
there you go.
It's a perfect time to make that change.
Yeah. There you go.
But it's they're. I think we're going to have them priced pretty decently. So yeah, like I said, if you know somebody that needs 6mm, 10mm, 15mm, etc., and so forth,
Chris. What you could do is put the. Isn't there a description box on each of the things? You could put the math right there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to do.
Decrease or increase by this percentage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. That way the whoever gets the file does not have to figure it out themselves. They can
Yeah.
just take it. So, but yeah, it's going to be good. I'm figuring post at least 1 to 2 new files a week on here. I think January is when we're looking to get the starships put up. So there you have it. That's what we got going. And if there's any requests, let us know.
I've already done one request for Jeffy. I don't
Yeah.
know if he painted it or printed it. Jeffy.
There's one I definitely want, and that's the Gamma Goat.
Oh yeah, Gamma Goat. Okay.
But yeah,
Duly
like
noted.
I said, if there's anything out there that you guys would like to see, or y'all know somebody like they've already got like a ton of 6mm stuff, but there's just like that one type of weapon or vehicle that nobody makes, let us know, man. It's and I'm not going to say that nothing is going to be a problem. It's all up to Chris. He's doing all the design work. If he says no, can't figure it out, then SOL.
Well,
but
McMurray made a good suggestion quite a while back, and
what's that?
Started doing them, and they're almost done.
Yeah,
and that is all the what's the German word for it? I can't remember. Basically, it's captured French equipment.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
the Germans converted for 21st Panzer for Normandy.
Yeah.
So all those French half tracks and self-propelled guns, all that kind of stuff. I started doing those, and they're more than halfway done. And those are a pain. Those French vehicles have such like angles all over the place.
Weirdly rounded and.
There you go.
Jay says Panzers.
Panzer.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I've got quite a few of those done.
Yeah, so there's some others that in the back of my brain I can't remember. We got was it the M35 Deuce and a Half?
Yeah, I've got. Didn't I send you that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then what I want to also see is like a lot of the like trailers and stuff. So, but keep in mind that if you do request something, it might be a while for it to come out, or it might come out really fast,
or it could be already working on,
or it could be something he's already working on. So, but just because you request it doesn't mean it's going to come out the following week. We
should figure out a poll system.
Yeah. I'll start putting up polls. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Well, I don't think we're going to be on that long tonight anyway, Mike, because my daughter's truck broke down tonight, and it's being towed back to the house, and she wants me to be ready to jump out when they get here and help them back in. So, like I said, tonight's not going to be the busiest night. We had to celebrate my older stepson's birthday. He turned 40. What did we figure Josh was? Donna, how old is Josh now? Yeah, 44. So my oldest stepson is 44. And we celebrated his birthday tonight, so that's why we were late. And then we'll be chopping up early. Reese, you got what have you been working on, if anything? How's the game shed going?
Well, since recent family news, it has slowed down tremendously.
I understand,
but should be able to put in another row of studs this week. weekend. Got to figure out getting electric to the second side of it and getting the lights wired. Once that's done, I'll spray foam the ceiling, finish the insulation because I'm probably 3/4 of the way done with the insulation on the walls. Put up some cheap bead board or something as a wall and call it good for now.
Yeah,
So
you said you were going to put in another row of studs. I didn't know that you were going to have McMurray and me back down there so soon.
No, so I'm sitting at 48-inch centers right now, and
Yeah.
I'd like to probably be at 16-inch centers.
So you just need to add 2 per.
Add 1, I think.
Well, 1 would be 24.
No, I'm at 36.
That'd be 24. Yeah.
I'm at 36-inch centers.
Okay, if you're at 36, you put 1 in, you'll be at 18.
Yep, you're right. I've already done the math. It's written down somewhere. It's written down so I don't have to remember it. So,
just like I'm going to do on all the files.
Yep. So a lot of crosscut work and a lot of nail gun work. So I can do that in an afternoon. I just got to get an afternoon free with the sun still up. So
that's the key. I don't know about that. Down there around Northwest Arkansas, but sundown here is like 5 o'clock now.
Well, we're still relatively flatland. We're rolling. So our sunset's about that. But back towards family property.
4.
Yeah, back towards family property, like in the hills. Once the sun goes behind a hill or the mountain, it's sunset. Yeah,
it might as well be sunset. I'm not a winter person. Hey Nord, how you doing? He says, hello gents, can't stay long either, but wanted to say hello and see how you all are doing. We're doing good, Nord. He said, I'm going to take my brother's suggestion and change it out to CNC Battle Factory because, well, that just sounds cooler than Battlefield. But yeah, it's going to be cool.
Charles asked about 148 scale Vietnam figures.
148 scale?
I don't know of any 148. The closest I know is 156. And
which
Rubicon
is 28 millimeter.
Right, and Rubicon makes some fantastic 156 scale, but that you are going to pay for them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
they're worth it though. They're worth it.
I've heard.
And they also match up with if you want metal ones, they match up with Empress.
Good to know.
All the Paul Hicks sculpted Vietnam stuff, it matches with it because I use both.
Surprisingly, 28 mil is like one of the only scales I evidently don't do now. So
yeah.
Speaking of Vietnam, how do you think the conflict would play out in 6 millimeter if a stand as a platoon? Again, it depends on, in my opinion, it depends on what size of conflict you're playing, or engagement, I should say. 6 mil, I think if you did something like the Ia Drang Valley, 6 mil would be okay. But if you're doing like a seek and destroy or a sweep and clear or whatever they called it halfway through, you'd be better suited to go at least 15 mil.
So Vietnam's an interesting one because in the public mind and in Hollywood, we think at the platoon level. But in historic, everything was company or higher. And I'm not saying that platoon action can't be done on the table. That's not what I'm saying. But if you're looking for like actual command decisions of the day, I think that would be really neat. 6 mil is a little small for my taste, but from an actual making it work perspective, I think that'd be nice. You could do some Riverine action at that scale, frankly.
Yeah.
Charlie Don't Surf would be a good one to do it.
Yeah, in 15 mil, absolutely. Now, yeah, the nice thing about 6 mil is that you do get that big feel in a small table. So like my brother said, you definitely could do Way in 6 mil. You could do Saigon 75 in 6 mil.
You could have aerial assets on table in 6 mil and it not look bad.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, the other thing is you can use my Brownwater Navy at 6 mil because I
That'd be
did
good
those,
too.
and that means
Yeah.
even the command ship, I did it in 6 mil. I had to print it. I had to cut it in
Cut it.
half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lower the level in 6 millimeter where the stand is a squad instead of a platoon. Yeah, I mean that would work too. That's how I would probably do it. That's what I'm doing in 3 mil. No, I'm doing in 3 mil. I'm doing a stand as a squad or as a whole platoon. Is that what I'm doing? I think I'm doing it. I don't remember. Fuck. So
I've got a question for you, chain of command players out there. The fire team unit, meaning a 4-man fire team. If I was to break a squad up into 3 fire teams, is that going to break the chain of command system instead of having the machine gun team and the rifle team?
Are you talking about in using it for Vietnam?
I'm specifically talking Pacific War right now, because 1945 and 1944 U.S. Marine TO&E was 3 fire teams to a squad, 3 squads to a platoon.
So, how that would work is you would still have a squad level unit that would then be able to be broken into 3 fire teams.
Right.
Now,
like the squad can now be in Chain of Command V2 at least. You can break the squad up into the machine gun section and the rifle.
Precisely, exactly. So you would with the squad leader or your platoon leader, one of the two, you could either command all 3, command them as a squad, or you could have him command 2, and the other would be just doing whatever it can do without a command, that type of thing.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you would play it the same way.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can see this. This is how I base mine for platoons or, let's see here. Oops.
And everything disappeared. There you go.
There you go.
That's nice.
Yeah, I dig.
That's my
very well done.
That's my IDF Centurion platoon.
And then keep cussing and discussing amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Because I put with the 6 mil, because I'm an old man, picking up those little miniatures is a pain in the butt. So I put those little rectangular bases on them. But then I made, for the rules I play, I put a recessed area in the base, and then I can put them in there, and then I just fill up with the mud or sand in this case. Awesome. And then I can pick these up and just move them. So
I like that little bit of scenery on the base.
Yeah, that my command bases, they have like a little Jeep, a truck, like a radio truck, and then there's some infantry around it, and there's bushes and scrub. And I like doing that. It makes my bases look like a little mini diorama. So,
yeah.
Chris said you want to do Vietnam in 20 mil. Is that what you're doing?
That's partially what I'm doing. I'm still doing it in 54. But I'm doing early war, bigger actions in 20 mil.
Okay, because the M48 with the 90 mil,
Mhm.
I'm just trying to remember, did the Marines have, or did the Army have did they have the turret on the top of their M48s at that point in
I
Vietnam?
am not
I don't,
remembering.
I'll have to look. But anyways, if, depending on which M48 with the 90 mil I have, I'll take the turret off,
Okay.
put the peg on it, make the cavity for the peg, and I'll take the block off the bottom and on the underneath as much as I can,
Okay.
and I'll send it to Chris, and then Chris can print you out an M48. Because I did do the M48 with the 90 mil for the IDF, but theirs didn't have that little cupola turret on the top, if I remember right. I think it was just a pintle mounted 50.
So I'm seeing bits of both in
Okay,
photos.
so
I am not a stickler. Leave it off. Don't cause any issues for yourself to do that little turret on top. So
yeah,
I very much appreciate that.
no problem. Yeah, because all the, like I said, the reason, with 6 mil, I just put the turret right on top of the hull. I didn't make it so that
Right.
the turret can turn. It's like, it's a gaming piece, so I was just like, and then I was like, I want to something make it, because some of the pieces are so small. Trying to pick them up, it's a pain. Like a Jeep
Mhm.
with a recoilless rifle or something on it. And I'm like, I gotta put a base on it, because then you have at least something to pick it up by.
Yeah, it's especially at that scale. I see no reason to have rotatable turrets. If you're playing in a bigger scale like 15, 20, or even
Yeah,
28
like
mil.
my 10 mil have rotating turrets, but
Mhm.
anything under 10 mil, I don't bother putting rotating turrets. It's it seems a little silly, and you could lose a turret so easy.
Although playing what a tanker at 6 mil would be interesting.
Oh my God.
You could do Battle of Kursk with what a tanker and 6 mil.
Probably could.
Yeah.
Now I do my my 6 mil Cold War that I've got currently. All the turrets are traversable. But yeah, I think these being non-traversable at 6 mil is fine. I don't have a problem with that at all.
I was just explaining why I put them on bases, because it's just,
To pick them up,
yeah, it's just easier pick up
yeah,
like a Jeep.
yeah. I would show you the Jeep, but I gave it to my buddy Joel because I told him that I was going to be putting up these things, and he said, and I told him the files I was putting up, and he said, "You had me at Jeep with 106 recoilless rifle."
Yeah, yeah.
So I test printed it and gave it to him. So
Cool. Yeah, I think I did 3 different versions of that one, and then I did
yeah,
a mutt with a toe as well. So
yep.
I'm looking forward to seeing them and hearing what all y'all add. I think it's a wonderful endeavor.
Um, Charles says Italy 43 has arrived. So okay, so I posted this question um, on Discord. Nobody answered, and that's okay. When GMT says that the game is off to the printer, it's a P500. They've got it sent off to the printer. About how long of a time frame does it look like before I can expect to get hit with shipping and receive the game? because I have no idea, because I've never done a P500 before. I'm doing Silent Victory, the World War American sub based on the Hunters. So I randomly decided, hey, I'm going to check where they are, and it said it's off to the printer. So if anybody has any kind of thoughts or ideas on that, I would be glad to hear. 2 to 4 months. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea when it actually went to the printer. So that could have been, earlier last week, or it could have been 4 months ago. I don't know. So we'll see. But anywho, I'm supposed to, Nord. I need to check my spam filter, see if it's getting spam sent out, getting spammed out. I don't know. If I didn't have so many pre-orders, I'd be able to order them all, except Leipzig, out of print. Fair enough. So besides doing your 3D models, Chris, what do you got coming up for you?
Hobby-wise?
Yeah.
We do a lot of role-playing in the winter.
Oh, nice. What are you going to be playing?
So, Dark Imperium, the 40K, and I've been painting action figure-sized characters for people.
Oh, cool.
Like the human would be like 4.75 inches tall, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what else I've been working on? I'm still working on painting all the IDF stuff and Arab stuff. All the Arab stuff's all the camouflage is all done.
Very nice.
And the base coat for the IDF's all done. What else I've been working on? Oh, I've been working on my Spanish Civil War miniatures in 28.
Oh, the what, 1930s stuff?
Yeah. So interwar, just before World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So I'm working on the Moroccan troops for the fascists right now. And then in the new year, I'm working on the anarchists and communists and international brigade and all that. So
that's a period that's always fascinated me, and I think it'd be fun to game, but I know next to nothing about it.
There's some stuff in the Spanish Civil War I had no idea of, and I'm just learning all this stuff, and I'm like, it's pretty incredible actually. And the amount of different factions that were fighting in the country is unreal. Is just unreal. Like you've got everything from communists to anarchists to fascists to royalists, and then there was tons more. It's crazy.
Everything from those that want all the government to those that want none of the government, and everything in between.
Yeah, and the fascists didn't have they had a better supply, but the communists and stuff had better equipment. Like the Soviets were sending them T-26s and BT-5s, and the Italians were sending what are those CV-33 tankettes, and
those were the best.
The Germans Panzer ones. What's that?
I mean, it's a joke. Saying the Italian tankettes were the best tanks of World War II.
But they had better equipment, and then they would capture those Russian tanks and they would use them.
Wow.
So, but yeah, it's really interesting. So I have a big thing about Spain because I wanted to retire there, but I don't think that's going to happen. But like I play the Reconquista, which is like basically Crusades in Spain against the Moors.
Oh, the Reconquista, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the Reconquista, yeah. And then I play Napoleonics, in Spain and Portugal. Like I've got a British and French army and Portuguese and Spanish in 28 mil for that time period, and then now Spanish Civil War. So I really enjoy the painting aspect of and doing all the bases up and all that kind of stuff. So, but other than that, that's about all I've been working on and designing, like lots of designing. I get it's like it's addictive now. Like right now, I'm working on a huge amount of Klingon ships for Star Trek. From different time periods, mostly TOS movie and Enterprise. So, like like around the time of the Romulan War too. So
Nice.
it's a wide variety of Klingon ships.
Wide
And
variety is always good.
yeah, and then I've got Federation started, and that's a wide variety of time scale there too. A lot of TOS. I love TOS. I grew up playing Starfleet Battles. You
Right.
know, I've got
Yeah.
Romulan started, got Gorn started, Kazinti, Tholian. I got pretty much all the major and some of the minor races started
Take care, Mike.
for that. See, Mike.
Nord, all I have is the Hunters. I do not have the Hunted nor Under the Med or whatever it's called in the Med. So,
What's Nord say here? I'm trying to read it. The print's so small. Yeah, I'll probably do some of that later. Well, you know,
he
like
says,
I like it's fine.
Final straw with GMT shipping was for Italy 43, where the game was $38 and the shipping was $24. And I will tell you, more than likely that Mr. Long here has no sympathies.
Nope. Nope. Not for what I've paid for. Like that when Jeff sent me that game, I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like it was so much. And I was just like, what the heck?
So something that I'm going to begin to work on in the coming weeks, that I think you'll be interested in, is well, I've talked about my World War 1898 project on here before, and my attempts at it in 54 millimeter. Well, I am choosing to downscale some of it to 20 mil. So I've got a bunch of British Empire and Australians and some Boers and some things like that coming soon in 20 mil.
So late colonials, huh?
Basically, yes.
Nice. And what's really nice is that you can also do Space 1899 with those guys.
I could.
Just add Martians.
I did that back when I got out of the army. I did 20 mil. I took the Esky Zulu War British and the Crimean War Russians and all that kind of stuff, and I converted them up, and I did Martians. I forget what I used for Martians though. I think they were metal. I think they were something from Rao Partha.
I know a guy that does Victorian sci-fi in 54 millimeter that uses ancient painted almost like terracotta statues as like Venetian troops from Venice, not from Venice, from Venus, and things like that.
My 54 Victorian sci-fi. The Martians are ancient Romans, and I converted them, and they have the shields with the lasers sticking through them and stuff. And I've got Thark from who makes them? They do the STL file for them. Modiphius. So I've got Thark. You know what a Thark is?
Yes, I do. I'm very familiar with John Carter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, right behind me is all my John Carter role-playing stuff.
Oh man, those.
Yeah,
were
and
awesome.
it's just so I've got 54 mil Thark.
I was still processing the fact that you said 54 millimeter in Thark in the same sentence, and trying to restart my brain. So
They were already pretty big, but
Yeah.
when you print them
Yeah,
to
I mean,
54 mil,
28 millimeter Tharks are like that. So I'm a 54 would be, you know,
I think they're about 3.75 inches tall.
yeah,
or something
yeah,
like
they're
that.
the size of a
4 inches.
Star Wars
action figure.
action
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go on My Mini Factory and you go to Modiphius,
Mhm.
I think they're right after the Star Trek figures that they have for STL files. Yeah. It's all below all the Fallout stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I think Charles is our only guy out there right now. So I want to thank everybody for hopping in. Nord has left. Mike's left. We had Jeff here for a little while. My brother popped in. Hissy gave us a hello. Jeffy, Charles. Thanks all, one and all. Telemachus at the very beginning. So yeah, keep an eye out on the Facebook group and Discord. I'll be whenever we post new files, I'll be uploading there to show everybody. And like I said, if you know somebody that is looking for something or they can't find something, let us know and we'll see what we can do for them. So, all right, guys. Let's see. Next week is Thanksgiving Eve. So probably go ahead and have a show. Now, of course, in Canada, they've already had Thanksgiving. It's like on,
we're way ahead of you.
Like September 47th or some shit like that. But yeah, for the United States Thanksgiving, it's next Thursday. Speaking of gaming, I'm going to be running my Fistful of Lead Galactic Heroes Battle of Endor for the guys on my Thursday night game group. Ran it this past Saturday with Joel and the boys. They all enjoyed it quite a bit, so it was good fun.
Just a reminder, because I don't know if you're doing it anymore, but there was a sale announced, I think today or yesterday.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, absolutely. Fistful of Lead, Horse and Musket, and all of the accoutrements for that time frame are on sale right now. I believe it's a 20%, 25% off through the end of November. So that gives you 11 days, 8 hours, 19 minutes, and 25 seconds to go in and get 25% off Horse and Musket Second Edition, Horse and Musket custom cards, the bundles, even the scenarios, wooden tokens, red hatchets and black powder, expansion, the cups with the Horse and Musket cards on them, t-shirts. If it's Horse and Musket era, then you're going to get a 25% discount on it over at wiley-games.com between now and the end of November, which is, holy crap, that's, it says here, 11 days. That is a week from this coming Sunday. So there you have it. Thank you for reminding me, Chris.
Yeah, I just saw the email.
Yeah. So check it out. If you don't already have it, get it. If you've already got it, buy it to give to, as a gift to somebody. So, and if you do run the games, either, just at your house like Charles does by yourself, or you take it to a game club or a game store and run it, get pictures and send it to Jay Wiley. He loves seeing that stuff. And if you're a Facebooker, post it up in the Wiley Games Facebook group. So he'd be very, very happy to see that. So, all right. Well, once again, we're going to go ahead and close it out for the night. I want to thank everybody once again for showing up. I do truly enjoy the time I spend with you guys. Y'all are great. And until next time, we will see y'all on the flip side. Good night, Paul.
Thank you.